Hello everyone, it's Richard from Myth Trekker and back with Shardstone Under the Knife. As you can probably hopefully see by now, I've got my GOG screen up and you can see that I've done 10 hours 36 minutes. I'm going to press play. I started it immediately at this point because I want it's some of the stuff that I'm going under the knife. I'm going a little bit deeper. I've done quite a few hours. I haven't done all of it, but I've done quite a lot. And unfortunately, my computer does make it actually. It does take a while to actually boot up. So please excuse the black screen. Move me out of there. There we go. Still got a cold, and it's Christmas Eve. Merry Christmas to you all. I was going to sing, but no, I won't. So the first thing I want to talk to you about is the loading screen. Games used to do those all the time, but if you click, it speeds through it. A lot of modern games don't tend to do that anymore, and I find that annoying. It's forcing you to actually look at their advertisements, but I like being able to click through there quickly, so that's good. So as you can tell, good music. I'm going to turn it down in here because normally I have my hood up. I have my elf hood up to keep warm, but I'll keep it down for now. Good music this time. You can hear it, so I'm quite glad about that. So let's play. I'm going to continue with a save I've done. One thing I did do was last time I went through the tutorial and I stopped at a certain point. I shouldn't have stopped it there. I should have kept it on going a little bit longer because I died in the tutorial. I said that. I said I wonder if I could, and I did. Right. So this is the inn. A lot of things. I want you to hear the really clever sound engineering that they've got. You can hear the cat. What if you can pet? Inspect. Oh, you can inspect the cat. Excellent. So, yeah, you can do cooking on here. And that's your main guy. I did state about the good voice acting. Unfortunately, you can't hear it, and you can't hear it now. But I did notice one thing. If you completed the tutorial, you started with a very nice purple chest piece and an extra helmet. That just those two. So that was really nice. If you buy it on Steam, you can get the supporters pack, which gives you a hood and a cloak in here, which yeah, it's one of those things. It's like to say thank you very much for supporting it, but I did it on GOG instead. And yeah, okay. So I feel a little bit let down that I haven't got it, but there you go. That's life. Quests. Some quests are timed, especially the ones with the major NPCs. Other than the tutorial so far, nothing else is voice acted, but the world is so vibrant, so alive, it's unbelievable. I hope they're still here. But there you go. We've got some wandering pilgrims, and up here sometimes a trapper comes up to this table just there. So if I want to have a quick look, bless me, there we go. Keep listening and get a blessing. At the moment I've got masochism because of my state, because my sanity went low for some reason. Don't know why. Things go down, up and down all the time. Immunity goes up and down. Morality, morals. Right. I was digging round in someone's graves. I didn't know that reduced your morale, and I ended up with 0 morale. So I've worked hard to get it up to 60%. Let's see what I've got. Right. So what I'm going to do is I want to travel. This is what I want to show you as well. The map. It is absolutely gorgeous what they've got drawn out. It looks hand drawn. It looks absolutely gorgeous. all these question marks are different. Like, oh, I've got the camp there, I can take that mark off there. So there's a camp there, yeah, I can sleep in. There's some bears there, I've marked those with a right click, which is good. Right mouse, middle mouse button to full, to or bin down to gnarly ash. I love how the clouds come over as well. It's a really nice map. You can't fast travel as of yet. I've just done one quest. Let's see. This is the main guy who's actually having the quest. There is diverging quest lines that you can get your caravan and your 2 horses 2 different ways, and I've done it one way. Let's have a look. It's a perfect job. Right, this is the divergent path. Okay, he's saying it's been captured by brigands. If you went to the mill first, because I've watched some YouTubers play, they did it the other way. They actually found out that Odar is doing it for his own gain, so he's branded them brigands, but they're not. So you can do it either way. So I'm going to do it this way to try and see what it's like this way around. Granted, morally, I wouldn't have done it this way normally. I would have done it the other way. So, but I also can't force them out with the troops that I have at my disposal. Blah 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 blah. Keep listening. Brewery, you say you can send your people there. I've already cleared it out. Yeah, I killed them by accident. I just saw them. I saw that they were aggressive. They did actually say stop or we'll attack, and I walked up and they attacked me, so I attacked them back. Right, so I do now have the cart. Excellent. Oh, brandy. Excellent. That's one quest line done as well. Right. So fate of the brewery. So obviously that is different. So let's have a quick. Let's have a. Let's see what it's selling. Selling nothing. Everyone sells something. Everyone, you can talk to everyone. You can actually check to see if they're selling anything. Right. Okay. Find out the mausoleum. Right. These are the timed ones. If I get that, I've got 3 days to do it. So I'm not going to do that until later. So right. So each time I move, it's a turn. Each time you can actually get some skills which allow you to swap, like dagger. I think there's quick hands. Here we go. Switch loadout, so you get better chance of switching loadouts. I've gone in this one. I've gone spear and bow. So this is, can't remember his name actually. Valimir. So I'm going to go and have a drink. I've also found that I've got enough water. That some weapons, if they're under half condition, they don't tend to want to buy them off you, so you've got to repair them, which is actually not worth it. Let's go to this guy. I finish your task. Excellent, brilliant. Right, well, I'm going to go to him, and hopefully he's got 2 identify scrolls. Right. Oh, hey, I got lots of money as well. Lovely. Enchantment, identification, and brilliant 2. Just what I need. Right, I'm going to make a bedroll. That's where I'm going to go up north. So let's go to that. Use it on crit chance energy restoration. Not brilliant, but it'll do. Ooh. Right, which one would be best, I think? Bleed resistance is brilliant. Quite like that. There we go. So, right, I'll move that out of the way. Food has a, like, this one's a salted drumstick, so it's not really a good example. So food, right, so hunger first. So if I eat that, I get more thirsty because it's salted, and it goes down a little bit. So then I'm going to drink from the well. You can search as well. Oh, there's my cart. Brilliant. So I do have a cart now. I'm excited. I'm actually quite excited for that. Right. So if I I will need to go slightly north anyway at the moment. So when you zone, your screen stays open, which is great. Also, you can, if lentils, 2 lentils and 1 vegetable. Oh, I ate it. Blast. I've already got a lentil there anyway. Harvest it, create a lentil. Right, so if you do cook in a pot of water with 2 lentils and it creates peasant stew. Morale increase. You've got to keep your morale up. Keep it up. I need to get up somehow my sanity. Have not figured out how to do that yet. So let's have a look where I'm at. So I need to go slightly this direction. Oh, I've not explored around here. No wonder. That's probably why I found the 2 nettles, rhubarb. Even some of the modern modern versions. Let's see if I can try and find it. I don't think it's on there. No, it's not. Let's have a look. Settings. What up? Right, okay, it's changed. Even today, it's beta 09110. Okay, so it's even changed from yesterday when I was playing it. I've been following some guys, and they have been making fodder by basically rotting down some of the like burdocks. Some of them don't turn into fodder, but if they find that someone's making lots of money on it and making the game easier, they'll go out to that. Oh, again, thirsty. They will nerf it almost immediately. Now, according to Splattercat, they tend to only update once a year, but recently, I think because it's getting close to the time of release, they're doing a lot more quality of life patches. But I'm really enjoying this. It's fastly becoming one of my favourite games. Right, so yeah, getting a backpack is paramount. Now, Splattercat had a backpack where, when he opened it up, he had 2 slots on either side, like little pouches. That's what I want. So now I'm going to craft something. So I'm going to put straw, rope, and that, and make, so they're all excellent. So I now can use that. So I got 250. Wow, 250 XP for that. That is awesome. So every time you create something new, you will get experience for it. When you next create it, you'll get less experience, and then again and again until it becomes mundane, which I think all games should do. I'm not. It's going to be very hard to actually say what I dislike about this game. I do like it a lot. Actually, wait up. You can't save unless you sit, unless you sleep. So I'll go and sleep. I may as well sleep until 5 in the morning. See, that's beautiful as well. That there, look at that, absolutely gorgeous. They've really done some really good artwork. So a bit misty in the morning. So let's have a look. Where shall we go? Shall we go down and actually, shall we start using the cart? That's what I was trying to think of. Right, so there's not very many creatures in the game, as in kind of there's more humans at the moment. Of the animals, it's realistic. So if you see a wolf, it's gonna tear you up. It's not like MMOs. They are really disastrous. Wolves tend to come in twos. Boars are gross. Bears, this is what I want. I need to actually hunt for a bear, and I know there's a bear there, and a bear there. Now, because I've got my bedroll, and I'm not playing permadeath at the moment, I can save, which is a great thing. So let's do that. Let's go and hunt for a bear. I'll show you how bad it really is. There's so much stuff that you can do. It would be nice if it was a seamless world, but to reduce on overhead, and also the fact that they've got to multi-thread loading, it would be difficult, but it wouldn't be impossible. Now, that I would say is a lot of the stuff I would say is for a second game. There you go. There's a grave. So if I dug in that, so let's have a look. So if I got there, if I dig once, there you go. Look, it went down. So I think if you had a shovel, that would go faster, so you'd have less morale loss. So let's have a look. Where am I now? Right. Okay. So a shovel is would be paramount for that, but again, it takes up your inventory space. It's difficult. Like I like these as well. You can put two different bolts in there, and the only problem I have with this is at the moment you've got to right click and switch ammo type, and then it goes, you see there, red and brown. Switch there, it swaps it. Okay. So I've got bodkins, which are armor piercing but less damage, and the other one is just standard leaf head. Now, they really have tried to go through history and our history and put that in the game. So they do have, see, that's an ordinary dagger there. Now, the upgrade to that, if you find it, is called a bollock dagger. Yep, okay. I'm not swearing at the same time. It's designed because it's supposed to look like the male member. The cross hilt looks like two round bits. Yeah, okay, you get it. A lot of people think it was just the people crafting them making a joke, you know, having a laugh. But people use them. Knights used them all the time. Hunters used them all the time as well. But a lot of the recipes are very well done. The herbs are especially well done, with the difference of, like, you can eat mushrooms. There's some mushrooms which are good for you. Right, you can even drink from the river. This is one thing I would change. I would change that if you drunk from a still water source, that you've got a chance of getting ill. It has to be fast moving, not slow moving, but fast moving. Slow moving water is exactly the same. Right, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to see if I can oh wow, cool. Right, so I've done that. So I can then rest for an hour. I've now saved. Oh, it's a one use. No. Okay. Right. It's a single use. Well, that's good to. Well, it's good to know that. So let's have a look. So I'm going to try and. Right. I use that. So press Control to access combat mode. You might have problems switching weapons. You have to come out of combat mode to switch weapons. So I can preload my crossbow. So hopefully I'm going to find a bear and I'll show you how absolutely disastrous they are. Or maybe some wolves. Right. Heard something, but where is it? Right, there's a grave down there. Right, another good thing I like. When I first started watching, it seemed a bit odd, but every time when I cross them out with where the mouse is, if it touches trees, they disappear. So it's almost like that's where your eyesight is, because that's where your eyesight is as me. So that's where I'm looking. So let's try and find this animal. Right, that's a deer. So I could shoot at that now and miss. And miss again. I think it was must have been a deer that I heard then. Or a stag. So another one then. They're very hard to get hold of, so you really need to upgrade your archery skill. Oh, that always makes me jump. Some of the sound effects are a little bit off. Right. I can't seem to find any animal. This is the problem. Oh, there we go. Right. Right, so at the moment, they give you a chance to get away. Now I've really angered it. Okay. Where's he gone? Alright, okay. Yeah, that. Did you see that? Also the problem as well, if I open up that bag, that's one turn. So if I open that bag up, alright, it can't be used at the moment. There you go. They are really, really dangerous. So there you go. So loaded back to there. So it is a single use. That is a shame, because getting a hide is really hard, because you have to go through to this one here. I think it's this one here that you get special trophies, because you've got your butchering, so you need a knife, as it says there. Sword, axe, dagger, two-handed sword or axe. I won't want to actually butcher something with a two-handed axe, two-handed sword. I've gained that, so I don't lose my vigor, which is that on resting. So if I had hit points, I can sit down and rest. Careful, you can be stoked upon. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to go back. Oh, I should have got those berries, because I'm eating those berries at the moment just to give myself a very minor morale boost. Right, so my sanity is going up. Maybe if I don't do anything stupidly insane. Right, there's... Ooh. This is new. Better be careful of wild animals then, or brigands. But yeah, I am level 4 at the moment, and you can see how easily that bear killed me. And I'm still very lowly armoured. It's a game that you've got to work at to actually be able to do, which I appreciate. I like a lot of it. I do. It would be nice to have some verticality, so be able to climb up into upstairs windows. I do have some, but for the majority of it, it's a fantastic game. It really, really is. I can see myself stuck on this for at least a couple of 100 hours. And I must admit, my OCD states that I have to get rid of all the black marks whenever I go into a region. Oh, there you go, I'm hungry. Right, so I'm now going to check on which foods I've got left to eat. So I should have actually had that out. There we go, so I'll eat that one. Right, put that plate, there you go. There's a dagger there. Put that back in there. There we go. Right. Oh, okay. Merge that with that one. Right. So yes, you can actually put gems and everything in here, which is good. You can kill the birds as well if you want. But remember you've got to have a bladed weapon to be to butcher. Right, so another thing I'd like, right, something I just watched with Shadowversity, which I've always thought as well as him, is the common dagger, 12 piercing, 16 piercing for the spear. The spear really is a dagger tied onto the top, so the advantage of using a spear is distance. So the dagger should do exactly as much as the spear. And a lot of other swords as well, long swords, arming swords, they generally should do the same amount. It's just the amount of reach. If you're using two hands, maybe you could increase the damage to compensate for that, so you're not using a shield. Sometimes with a spear you can actually have a shield, have a cutout, put the spear in the shield and use it as a ram. That would be interesting to see. So what I want to do is get back first and then see what happens with... I've purposely not seen what happens when I get this carriage, to see how it develops, because this is supposed to be a mercenary building game. At the moment there's just me. Be nice to have more. Right, so I am just under. Now what I'd like to see is, personally in my game, I would like to have more animations of when you're walking. Better walk instead of bobbing along like a meeple. So when you open the map up. When you sit down, you get something out. I do like all the idiosyncratic animations with the sewing. There's a person drinking, feeding chickens. They've done a lot of graphics that way. Look, there you go. She's feeding. Awesome. That is brings the world to life so well. So well. Right. So let's see. Right, let's see if I can try and sell this other sack. See, look, there we go. A recruit's blade. That's an arming sword, a single-handed sword. Long swords are not solely single-handed swords. Hollywood lies. They are predominantly two-handed swords, which can, in a pinch, be used one-handed. So crafting, I've used one of those. Brilliant. I actually found a armor crafting set which allowed me to build these up to 100%. I was very happy with that. Right, so let's have a look. Identification scroll. Shall we try and find an enchantment scroll? Right. Okay. Let's try and enchant something. Something that's normal. Let's go for the common belt. Right, so use. It's got magic resistance, right, so obviously that's a randomised thing that it gives it. I think that was a good purchase. I'd prefer to actually bought some armour. But there we go, here's the armour smith. There we go. Sorry, blacksmith. This guy doesn't like to make armour at all, or weapons, which is good. There you go, crude longsword, two-handed. They've got that right. I like that as well. The war brand, which is more like the large CX. That's a small CX. There we go. Falchion. Right, yeah, as you can see, things are very, very, very expensive. So I'm aiming to get for that at the moment. So let's have a look, see what else. Anything spoils. Spoils in a day. Right, so I'm hungry, so I'm going to eat that now. And I'm going to get the balls out, open. I'm going to keep one ball. No, obviously there must be pottery. So a lot of the quests I've got are for pelts, and the animals are really hard to kill. I tried butchering them. Unfortunately, all I got was flesh, so I need to get that next one so I can that next skill, so I can then. It's good that you can actually buy stuff. You can get stuff back. So, oh, I should have kept one of those. Right. So what I'll do is I'll quickly make myself. Got no water in. Merge with water. You can get it back out of there. And what I'll do is I'll get my plate out. Peasant stew. Actually, I'll go for the lentil stew. It's better. Ah, that's how I'm getting the sanity. Ah, sanity, yes. So cook that. Merge with that. And then the peasant stew is pot of water and 3. Right, the trouble is I don't have a plate now, so I've got to go and buy a plate. I've just sold him one. At least it doesn't cost me the exact same. Brilliant. Right, so let's see about. Need to find out whether I've got stuff in here first. Right. So you can use that to create a fire, apparently. So you apply, create a fire. If you've got a pot, you can put it on top. Right, I'm going to leave those there for now. I want to see where this caravan goes. Though, personally, I'm not ready to leave because I've got so much to look around, and if it moves anywhere too far out of the way, it's going to be hard work. Also, do I have to keep it? Let's have a talk with this guy. Right, so straw, fodder. Right, so it looks like you do need fodder for caravan trails. Right, so obviously he wants to get down to Brynn, so that must be down here somewhere. Following the road, because it does say it's south. Right. Should I cheese it? Right. So if I go in here, hopefully I don't think I've got any time left in the bed. Yep. So I'll word with him. Right. So I keep, well, it's getting late, so may as well do it till 7 in the morning. No, 6. Do 6. Right, so I'm going to test it. So now I can load back to this save. I commonly don't like doing this, but this is an experimentation to show what to you. So I've actually had a full experience of doing things at the same time. Right, so let's have a look. Let's have a look at my character. Hungry and thirsty. Let's go and quench my thirst. And eat that. Oh, good job. I actually went to collect water. I haven't got any water. Still in the pot in there. It's alright. So, oh, hey, he's up there. He's ready already up there. Right, I'm set. Let's go. The road awaits. Okay. Wow, now that's a far distance. Oh my goodness, that's a long, long way. I like also how he climbed down off the actual carriage. Here we go. You can see the towers on the horizon. That's a free city of Brynn. You know, I used to live there. I'll leave the story for another time. So how can I use that? How do I? Don't know how to actually swap. Swap what? Oh, swap place. Okay, inspect. Right, okay. Talk, attack, don't want to do that. Right, so that is a lot of... It's huge. Goodness me, it's taken me 10 hours, almost 11 hours, just to do that. So that's 20, 25 hours. And look how far the map zooms out as well, and how far it goes over here. That's a big map. That's really good. I'm really impressed. Right, what I'm going to do now is I'm going to load back. All right. Ah, I'm going to log back to that one because I don't want to go yet. I've got plenty of stuff still to do up here. But right, so my thoughts. I think I've given you already my thoughts. I've already had quite a few thoughts. Have I just eaten? Did I just eat? No, I didn't. Eat that, right? And you can get your water back off the... Oh, you can extinguish the fire. Oh, that's even better. Right, merge that with that. See? And it's still cold. That's one thing I would change. If you put it from the cook straight into there, it'd have to cool down if you wanted it a bit more survivally. They're still there, good, so I can get a blessing again. But overall, it's an absolute cracking game so far. I've really enjoyed it. All the NPCs are very, very thematic. They're very, very real and individual. The realism of the game is awesome. It's very, very difficult, which is good. It does feel as though I'm actually exploring and adventuring. I really am enjoying it. So I'm going to give it a score now, and I'm going to leave it there for now until I've played some more, and then I'll do a proper review. At the moment, I am going to give it a 9 out of 10 because it's that good. I'm really, really enjoying it. I've been playing Skyrim recently, and I would prefer to play this more than Skyrim. So that goes to show how much I enjoy it. If there are any other thoughts that I've got, I'll bring them out to you. But other than that, I don't know if I could do any better than this game. It is brilliant, awesome. For me, it's a solid recommendation to buy. Okay, thank you all for now. This has been Richard at Myth Tracker. Happy gaming.